A map with many, many years of history. While Anubis was just starting, we are deep into Inferno. But for this vacuum of this series, we are just at the beginning. JKS running hot is something which Big will fear. With the prowess on the team overall, JKS at his peak as well, it is not going to be easy. NiKo will have a P250 once again. No Julies in this pistol round. I've seen a lot of them in the last few days. I'll see if he's able to find any one-shots here, as he's going to be left to try and find out what might be happening towards the B bomb site. As we can see, Big are very expectant towards this A area. 3 players in the apartments for G2 looking to burst. Hunter's the man with the smoke and the flash. NiKo still fishing for the time being. Serving a decoy. No response from Big beyond Keto just repositioning on B though.
Single flash at the ready from Hunter to prepare this apartment's pop. They're already going to go out early, and HooXi gets an initial entry. He gets 3 kills on the entry, flicking back and forth like a madman. And Big had the perfect read, but apparently HooXi's just better.
Bomb has been planted.
Just rising now. What is the ceiling for HooXi? Keto see NiKo, so maybe get something out of this. Now, is he going for the 1 versus 5? Is he going all the way?
They've actually pushed 2 players up banana, but I think they're fine. Keto doesn't think he can go for it,
yeah.
And he's probably not expecting this. Oh dear.
They're expecting him to save his Kevlar. They haven't seen much of him. Shot NiKo in the back of the head. Great awareness from G2. That just shows how sharp they are coming into this second map of the series. Not allowing Big anything for free. Have a look at this from HooXi. Initially avoiding the flashbang. First one in, delivers almost all of the kills. Manasi stealing that 4th one.
He can't quite believe it himself. That second kill was so quick. Got a rare UMP on the server from Hunter. Don't see that often nowadays. There was a time period where the UMP was so strong. I remember it was used so much. I think it was maybe 2016.
Since they adjusted the UMP so they increased the damage fall off at range, people just abandoned it. I don't even know how much investigation was done into it. Might be the right tools for the job. Got to be careful about shooting your teammate in the back of the head. Not too useful. Keto with 1 USP now. Weapons will be protected as they spot the last one. Oh, hold on a second. All right, well, 3 players lost, but those bunches can be dangerous. Another round in the bag. Won't be too concerned with the players that were lost.
Yeah, again, Big proving they have a real knack for some of these low buy rounds. Still able to do reasonable damage. Has been so nice seeing the progression of HooXi on this G2 team. When he first came in, there were so many questions about his individual level. Can he frag enough? Can he have enough impact? And he's still making sure to set up his teammates well, but we're just seeing more and more rounds where he gets 1 important kill at the right time. And if he can do that, there's so much firepower on the rest of the team that he's going to set them up well. Here's an early banana take, and B is very vulnerable right now for Big.
Yeah, they had 2 swing players who quickly went back towards A, maybe not having all the grenades coming their way that they were expecting. So indeed, Keto has to be real patient here. A test of nerves early as G2 are trying to bait a response from Big, but look at all the utility they have. And again, we saw Godby talking about G2 on Inferno earlier on. We know they do the research. These guys are massive nerds when it comes to Counter-Strike. So surely they've seen this before. They don't take the bait at all towards B. You have to respect that.
And G2 will just leave NiKo over there while the rest of the team group into top mid. But look at the mollies! HooXi can't get out alive. Excellent timing for the counter utility. But I wonder if that just forces G2 back to B. The bomb goes back to banana. That might give them a chance to get a pretty easy bomb plant here.
Dry peaks coming through, but it's NiKo. Galil AK doesn't really matter. It's still going to be dangerous. There's a lot happening along at the same time. Flash off the position, and there will be no challenge on the bomb site itself. HooXi towards that default position. That will be good for about 50 damage, surely. He's just waiting for the beeps, but not planting just yet. 20 seconds now. There comes the HooXi grenade. Oh, it's got into the pool instead. It's done absolutely nothing. Pushing through a flashbang. Easily avoided by Hunter. The long spray as well will eventually be traded. So a 3 versus 2 situation for Big. These 3 players don't have kits, but they're basically on top of the site already. Moneti's got a nice angle for himself, but there are still flashes to be had here for Big. Forced to look away as a 2-man swing comes through. Make it 3 years. faveN comes in from Banana. So far, so good, though. That HooXi's gone the wrong way. It's taken chunks off CSGO. Nice headshot, but they've got to get on that bomb with no kit. I think it might be too late. NiKo realizes it, and it's a 3rd round for G2.
NiKo looking for exits, or, well, looking to exit.
Oh, no!
Come on, man. He didn't have his gun out. Oh, NiKo makes it look so calm. Just fist bumps across to his team. I think you can already see that Big have done their homework, like you were saying. They were really ready for that lurk of JKS, but Hunter did an incredible job here. He realized, I've just got to make a play in this 3v5. I've got to get something going early. And the fact that he gets 2 kills sets up his stars for a much easier clutch. This was, oh man, this is just so sad.
This looks to be a fascinating game of Inferno that we have ahead of us. So, again, that's quite a big test early from G2 that Big don't respond to. And again, CSGO's gone very forward.
I love it.
What is his timing going to be like, though? He can play off of his teammate. If faveN peeks first, maybe something interesting could happen. Keto's got to stay alive again. Looks to be having a tough job towards B. Oh, CSGO just showed his back. Walk to his doom. JKS trying to clean up. That 5-7 up close is very dangerous. Flashbangs are here. The swing will be safe. Monesi holding down HooXi. And the B-bomb site's been cleared up. faveN is miles away. But again, wasn't much to expect from this round, but I expect a lot from this map in general from both squads.
That was a cool idea from CSGO, running head down, trying to just get across into an unexpected position. And that's what Big are going to have to do, because Inferno is a map where if G2 are allowed to play their comfortable game, their structured play style, I don't think Big have got much of a chance. So I like that they're trying to make something happen in this sort of round. Also got to say, something that I think has been so nice to see on G2 is that with HooXi on the team, I really feel like he's giving NiKo a lot of freedom. Either for NiKo to entry when he wants to, or for HooXi to just go in first, and NiKo to be that 2nd man in, where he can be so valuable. I really feel like HooXi is doing absolutely everything to set up his team well. And it's working well so far. 4-0 up. Hopefully Big can start to show up here.
This needs to be a big round for them. They've got all the tools that they need. This time they'll commit 3 players at the beginning of Banana. Plenty of grenades throwing down, but NiKo has taken no damage and made his way to the half wall, catching Keto off guard. Down he goes. NiKo proving to be a problem. Did he see tabseN in the smoke? I'm not sure. I also don't know if Big can really get a kill back from this. But there's more creeping and the smoke happening. In the meantime, Krimbo's been lost in the pit on the A-bomb site. faveN activating. This is crazy. There's action all over the map. faveN trying to hold things down, but Monesi's got the better angle. tabseN on the flag. That was the bomb carrier, but he can't quite get the frag.
And now Monesi trades position, and tabseN only gets the dink on towards him. It's CSGO pulling out the pistol for the clutch, but HooXi still has half health, and HooXi is flanking through the apartments. CSGO has no clue. It's a big brain play from HooXi that should just win them the round.
Well then, HooXi, he's got all the information, and CSGO has no idea. Wild rounds on Inferno early, all going the way of G2. Action on B, action on A. NiKo somehow dodging grenades from 3 players on Banana to come up with perfect health and catch Keto with his pants down. Very difficult for Big. 0 for 5 on their CT side of Inferno. Looking rough at the moment as far as the score's concerned.
This one is so frustrating. You almost feel like if you can't win rounds like that, you might be in trouble. See tabseN with a clear reaction to that round, because Big managed to get a flurry of frags at a key moment. But Monesi still gets that entry onto A. And there is an AWP in this round for Big alongside the pistols. CSGO has put himself in the right position towards this B site. But then Nades are about to come in, and Keto will go down early.
Took one for the team, but CSGO's lost his angle.
That's how to get out of there.
Not much he can do now. NiKo's already ready, though. Already ready. But this time, CSG will land a kill. Still looking to escape, however. And he'll manage to do that. G2, very comfortable at present. Everybody delivering. tabseN with just the one kill right now. He's got to be, I mean, we know he's frustrated. We can see the body language. It tells all the story we need. G2, 6-0 up on the T side of Inferno.
Does tabseN have 94 ADR and 1 kill? How's that even possible? Has he just been shooting everyone down to 1 health? That sucks.
That's got to be a frustrating existence. Landing all the bullets but the last one.
Always got to be wise to JKS in those apartments. I feel like he's been there so long, it's almost like a second home for him. Nice little holiday home on Inferno. I wouldn't mind it.
There is a coffee shop.
That's all James needs. In the coffee shop and he's happy.
As long as the triple macchiato is alive, I'm happy. The buy is out again for Big. Now, I don't know if these rounds are marginal wins for G2. So Big have to try and visualize them and come out on the other side. faveN, m0NESY's so fast. Just showing some arm and that's enough. Prosthesis for him. He leaves Krimbo alone on the A-bomb site. Not much has happened on Banana just yet for Big. Trying to solve the early problems, but they're all over the map.
And NiKo will just deny the info, deny the aggression, while G2 start to wrap up long. And tabseN's rotate is arriving on long, but as utility to cut him off. He's not going to be in an advanced angle, so Krimbo has got so much to do on the bomb site, and I doubt he's going to be able to do it. 1 kill found, but now they know where he is. They're not crunching on his position yet. tabseN's trying to fight through, fight with his team, but now he's been dealt with, and Krimbo is in a world of trouble. Now they know exactly where he is. He's surrounded. He's pinned down. They're not pushing him yet, though.
So awkward. They know Keto's on B, but where is CSGO? Maybe fearing the AWP. They've got to go eventually. m0NESY shotgun mode will do the job. The bomb carrier looking towards library now. Being very, very careful indeed. Going for a safe plant.
Bomb has been planted.
See what Big choose to do with the remaining 2 players. A 2-on-3 with no kit and not much in terms of position. And it's another one they have to concede. You can always win a round of an AWP on the CT side, even if that's all you have. They'll have an AK in the hands of Keto as well, and some chunky loss bonus, but they'll still have 0 rounds to the 7 of G2.
Yeah, G2 have done a solid job at not allowing CSGO to get involved. You can see he's only died 4 times. He saved a couple. I'll never understand how CSGO looks like Call of Duty for m0NESY. Like his movement, it just feels so fluid.
Arcade mode.
It's crazy. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous.
Timeout for Big. tabseN 1 for 7. Don't see that every day. What do they need to do? How do they take control of this? Because right now it doesn't feel like some of those rounds we saw action on B and A, and it feels like G2 just have them by the neck wherever they choose to go.
Yeah, it's really tough. It feels like G2 are just playing so loose right now that the early fights, whenever they're coming in, are favoring them. I wouldn't mind a heavy banana take. I think in a lot of rounds, G2 will try and get that banana control and then really limit the information from the CTs. You can see NiKo's always just trying to hold on to it. Even if he doesn't get the full control, he's just making Big have to question it. So maybe that could be an option to get some info, to get some comfort early in the round. It's a fast play here from G2, out to A instantly.
Lightning round again from G2. Oh, CSGO, he could have had 2 there. Above their heads, a rare miss from him. HooXi with the transfer. Who is this guy? 4-on-4 now as NiKo is dropped. Trying to get on the box. Full rotation from Big. They are committed towards the A site. Crossfire on the site for now. Library and Arch, there's presence as well.
Last two smokes used by G2 to cut off these positions, so I think they have to commit here to getting some map control. If they get into CT spawn, that could be a fantastic way to split this B site, but Kito is the linchpin. Oh, he's gone off the angle, but he flicks back in time. HooXi has to trade, but Kito cuts him down. And now, even though G2 want to go back to B, they have no smoke for CT. And that could be a real issue here.
Finally, something going the way of Big. m0NESY just going to go straight through. Battle sniper time. Does he get past the angle? He does. He's in the clutch. We know what that means. 1 versus 4. Does he go for the plant? Does he go for the frags? 30 seconds on the clock. Got to smoke up on Banana. He'll plant while he can. He knows there is some distance. There's an incendiary. He's got to be careful about that. He's got a great angle coming his way. But Searson's already waiting for him. A much-needed round for Big.
You never count m0NESY out of clutches like that when he's got the bomb down. Seen him do it before on that B bomb site, but this time, Big get into good enough position so that he can't make the proactive play he needed. Searson locked down the line. And definitely big credit to Kito in this round. Locking down CT was so important because
that frag was nasty.
That was wild. Yeah, that's the round-winning moment right there from Kito. If there's a split into B through CT, that's when the lack of CT smoke doesn't matter. But G2 not quite able to get the spacing right on that trade. And now Big need to build off the back of that round win.
Got to be deep in the strat book for Big with their CT setups to try and deal with this G2 squad. Late timing on Banana to try and force G2 away. Smokes into the incendiaries. Kito alone for now. Tabson joining him now. Searson having a look. Sees one on the ramp. Probably reads he's collecting the bomb. Indeed, he sees the bomb on the radar now. That may tell him something about the B bomb site.
I thought Hunter would have heard that scope from second mid. Maybe HooXi didn't get the memo. Either way, Big being much more sticky on Banana here. NiKo flashed in, still wants to fight. This is so aggressive. And Kito ready on the other side to meet him. It looked like G2 wanted to follow to B with the bomb. But now they decide we're just going to have to go back to A. They need some fantastic entries here to have a chance in this one.
One smoke in the hands of m0NESY. But Hunter is creeping around. So how will they make this one work? 25 seconds, almost 4 CTs on the site, and look where Kito is as well, but they're getting the kills here. m0NESY and Hunter with 3 unanswered frags so far. What in the blazes is happening? I don't think mentally Big can come back from this.
Bomb has been planted.
Wow. Talk about a black hole. Kito. Does he go for the clutch now? No, he's just going to leave it. How did it happen? We didn't quite see the kills there, but the creep was coming around. Again, m0NESY, I don't know when he used that smoke. There's 4 smokes up on A at the moment, so I don't know what just happened. I'm not sure if Big do either.
Oh boy, is Hunter hunting? This feels like Jaws right now. Oh no. The shark about to come round the corner. Kito. Okay. Adjust nicely. Kito's aim's looking solid, but unfortunately in this round, it's not enough.
G2 too
like
strong.
Dominoes, man.
Too strong.
I think it was Hunter up A long that got a couple of massive kills. And m0NESY seemed to get a molly kill into pit, perhaps. There you go. That's the molly. Oh, it was a double molly. That's going to burn you so quick. Look at that util. And then Hunter just up long, cuts off those other players.
When you lose a round like that, you have to be dejected. Big could still get 7 rounds from this half.
Yeah.
They've got to focus on that. Like, Godby's got to rally the troops here. We can still be trailing by 1 round.
I mean, funnily enough, G2's money is really close. Like, if you win one round, you probably break them or get close to it.
Yeah, that can really open the floodgates, but G2 have been so ready with these pop flash swings for big. So many pop flash swings we've seen from them. And look at it. That's the round. That is the round right there. Another one in the bag, and the bag's pretty full at the moment.
Let's get that bomb, JKS. I'm going to get caught out by some silly CT aggression. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we haven't even seen NiKo activated. I would normally point him out as the main man for G2 on Inferno. He has a crazy good rating on this map in the last 6 months. 1.31 rating on Inferno. Highest rated player in the world on T-side Inferno as well, NiKo. So he hasn't showed up so far here, but you see entries like that on Banana are what he can provide. Just that one entry is huge.
Even with those 4 kills, he has been a fair nuisance. Like,
yeah.
Banana's been quite a complex problem for Big to solve. He's been trying all kinds. Oh, man.
Okay.
You know what, I quite like to see a NiKo frag from the other person's perspective, just for the sheer brutality of it, being on the receiving end.
There's some frag movies made like that, and they are terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, simple, but from the other player's POV, and you're just sitting there like, oh my god.
We need more of those. Like when Smuya faced Simple on Banana mid recently and got absolutely deleted.
I was watching Simple stream, I think it was yesterday actually, and Smuya made a really bad play in a 1v1, and Simple was instantly like, what the hell? The hell is this guy doing?
Yeah,
UKCS.
Those guys agree with each other massively. It's quite entertaining though. But yeah, that would be something. Well then, a pause for Big. They have crap money. It could be worse. But the main thing here is that, again, they've got to set a goal for the remainder of the half. They are 1 for 9 on the CT side. It looks terminal, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I don't know how they solve these pop flashes on Banana, but there is still a target here. Maybe 5 rounds, because 6 looks unlikely with the money they currently have. Aim for 5 rounds. Just find a way to solve the G2 problem.
tabseN's got to get his head in the game here. He's someone who chose to stick with the German scene. He had international options aplenty. tabseN could have joined a lot of international teams in the past, but he loves the family on this big team. He loves trying to bring up the German scene. He feels like that's the most rewarding thing for him. And because of that, Big look to tabseN when they need someone to step up. And he's had a tough game so far. I think he needs to get his head back into it here. Needs to be the leader of the squad.
If Big are to lose this series, they'll be facing the loser of FaZe versus Spirit. It's not going to get much easier. That much is for sure. Got a technical pause at present. 1 to 9.
Reminds me of being in exams right now. Everyone has to sit in silence. It's always a bit weird, a bit awkward. Did you have like a lucky charm or anything you would bring with you to exams? I know some people had those.
No, you clearly went to more exams than I did.
Oh, damn.
No uni for me.
Alrighty. Must have had exams at school, no?
I did have exams in school, yeah. One exam, the teacher gave me some of the answers in the exam. Well, that was good. Well, she kind of helped everybody, nice. But my school was half school, half war zone, so...
Need all the help you can get.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, looks like GodB was back on the mic there, so unpause has come through nice and quick. Fortunately for Big, it's not into a position where they get the buy they would love. But sometimes these rounds are the one where you actually just go for something wild. You just loosen up and you somehow win the round. So I would love to see Big go for something like that.
They've got a plan. There's enough utility. Big always have a plan. Sometimes things don't go to plan. I'm sure they'll try to hang on to these smoke grenades for as long as they possibly can. Seems that G2 want to try and thwart that. HooXi's got the right tool for the job here with the Mac 10. Molly towards CT to stop the swing. NiKo will trade. He's so blind, though, and there are more players to come. If he goes around this corner, surely he's there baiting. The flashes are here once more. NiKo is strong today, dealing with the threat. Oh, hold on a second.
Whoa.
All right, they have to go for this one, surely. They'll have the money to buy in the next round. They won't have AKs, though, if they lose them. The race is on. They've got the 8 of... No, they don't. That's Monacy. They've got the 2 AK-47s. The bomb's not planted just yet. That flash. They could use their smoke to lurk ahead of that smoke. That would be interesting. They desperately need rounds as well. But it seems they'll choose to save.
Yeah, how do you get past that AWP with Monacy? I think that's the scariest thing. You would have to use your flash effectively. A little surprised there that the G2 players got caught off guard over towards A. JKS is normally so reliable on those lurks. Fortunately, doesn't matter in the long run here, though. G2 up to 10. The Gobfather will be looking for some answers right now.
All right, then. Target of 5 rounds. Let's go with that. The AKs could be the difference maker here. When it comes down to who shoots first, the AK over the M4 might prevail for them. I don't know how they deal with NiKo, though, because the support flashes are coming from his team every round. He's swinging, and he is winning his duels.
Yeah, and that time, he's not even first up Banana. That's around where he's happy to say, HooXi, you lead the charge. I'll be ready to trade you. Don't you worry about it. Honestly, through the smoke. No one peeking top mid on the big side, though. Banana control never really established for big. Here's G2 grouping up in the apartments. They've lost Monacy, and Krimbo could go for the lineup here. Smoke plopped down. He could buy time. There's a flank coming from CSGO.
Oh. Silently, he's moving his crosshair to the other end of the hall, and that gives JKS the advantage. They've got an information man in NiKo towards Banana, biding his time, and they have time to cut noise and concentrate on one site. You can see some gambles being made now. Krimbo moving up short, because if G2 cut noise and Big do nothing, then there's a fair chance wherever they go, 3 versus 2 worst case. Krimbo towards top mid, though. Let's see how JKS approaches this. Hunter moving closer to him as well. Moving back for a more advantageous angle. Doesn't know about the situation around Boiler as well. Grenades going towards that B area. Starts to move forward. Hunter rips his face off. Everybody else is stuck to face NiKo. Tabson so far away. No kit for him either. Another tough round for Big. Smoke on long. Is there a kit somewhere on the floor, somewhere in the area? The answer is yes. That'll certainly help. Running out of rounds to save in our Big. Kit collected. But these players could be anywhere. So many areas to cover. Clears the site, but they're both coming for him. There's no way, there's just no way he can do this. No info. 11 rounds to the 1 of Big. G2 are storming this T side.
Too many hidey holes and not enough time to clear them all. It has been a tough half here for Big. Again, CSGO has been having a decent time when he's getting involved. Not in this round, because he got caught out on the flank. But you just see so many rounds where they're having to save. So many rounds where they're losing sites too soon. And NiKo, despite having that slow start, has slowly but surely started to have more and more impact. Big have never been able to get deep Banana control at any point. Those flashes have normally been good. This time, it lands in HooXi's face, but it's fine.
CSGO's got to find something. Big just... Oh, JKS has surely heard that. He's surely heard the scope and the rotation. Now, does he go fishing here, or do they continue with the plan? A fourth player making their way towards B. Look how fast this is from HooXi. Eats a flashbang, but he continues to swing. That range is not going to favor him. Down he goes, but there are so many more players here. NiKo jumping over. Instant trade from Keto. Barda Cavalry here in time. Still lurking towards the A bomb site, but a bomb's been lost on B. He's got to go and help his teammates out now. 49 seconds. Krimbo eliminated. Big just don't get anything for free.
Honestly, he just has to sit here with the AWP, though, and wait for his teammate to come help. JKS has a bit of utility that could be useful, but m0NESY, oh, he's been spotted and dinked. And now the USP comes out to finish the job. JKS looking into CT, but CSGO swings and wins the fight. Big finally pick up their second round. I think they need a couple more here to have any chance, but it's a step in the right direction.
Well then, finally they're starting to move. 4 rounds is far from ideal, but let's see if they can get them. Let's see if we've got a game on our hands here. Look at this instant trade. Bam.
Oh, man.
Just 0.2 seconds too late to save his teammate. But they'll get the round anyway. And they've got a fall by CSGO trying to make a play here. Didn't work out for him though. Falling back with the AWP. Still 3 towards B. And guess who's coming their way?
It's HooXi up first, who's actually similar to NiKo's fragging right now. This flash might work this time. Finally, a successful flash, but NiKo was the man playing anti, and he arrives towards the bomb site. tabseN tries to swing, wins the first fight, but Hunter pushed into CT, completely locking Big out of this B bomb site.
The oppressive smoke grenade as well. Big need to be... Oh, no, it is just not fair at this point. That is cruelty. I was going to say they need to be given something, and they were given a headshot. Not quite what I was going for, but it only gets worse. Krimbo's close enough, though. Does he go for a ninja? He's biding his time. They don't quite have all the money in the world either, G2, but a ninja from this position would be very difficult indeed, and JKS is laser focused. He refuses to leave, refuses to lose. Krimbo, though, is their time? No, because m0NESY's here as well. They are non-believers, G2. They will give them nothing for free.
Yeah, got to make sure that you don't let something silly happen. I do feel bad for Big, that headshot through the smoke. You pray to God for something, and, well, you don't get what you wanted. It's like the worst Christmas present. Rather have just got socks. G2,
wow.
Happy. Big, not so much.
Night and
that
day
sums
on
up
those
this
cameras.
game.
Night and day.
The Big are just struggling so hard on Banana. They've never felt comfortable here. They've never had a foothold. I mean, this round, the plan is to have this stack towards A and hope that the top mid hold is where the action goes down. CSGO looking to get involved. Flash in. He'll spot no one.
Oh,
and
dear.
they're close. Oh, boy. This timing's crazy. HooXi sneaking past. Now they know.
Getting a bit carried away. They'll suddenly emerge here. The trades will continue. 2 on 2. Minutes on the clock. Bomb has to be rescued. Krimbo is in the sky for now. Surely he gets a kill here. Indeed he does. JKS lurking in the apartments. Krimbo expects a great angle, but he lands a headshot anyway. JKS in the clutch now. Wondering where Keto is. He's got the time to wait. He doesn't have to press on too fast. Making footsteps, postulating towards the site, but he wants to know where Keto is. He wants to find out. Keto playing it as safe as he can. It's a very deliberate lineup for that smoke grenade. Keto creeping through it. JKS makes no assumptions. He's fast, but not fast enough this time. A third round in the bag for Big. A very difficult half for them. A disastrous half. But maybe they have a chance. They will be so reliant on the pistol. We'll see how much they can do against a very strong-looking Big after this break.
The first map may have been close between these two, but Inferno has been anything but. It is 12-3 to G2 on their pick. Looking very good for them to start their group off with a 2-0 win. Maybe Big have something to say about that. They won a couple rounds towards the end there to keep it at least somewhat close, at least somewhat doable. But it is a long, long road ahead of them.
In terms of rounds, Big are absolutely famished.
Oh, G2 are playing with so much confidence, with Hunter making a play like this.
With 3 players on A as well. Lovely work.
They're not even rotating, they don't care.
I feel like the more stressful the situation is as well, the more you might want to think it out, but have
Massive
a look at
flank.
this. Oh man, Krimbo's in for a nasty surprise, or is he? He's man throwing the grenades. If they swing on him, he might not get the flashes in. Just the one. tabseN is like, oh dear. What do they do now? The bomb's been dropped as well. They are in a sandwich and they are the meat. And the teeth of G2 are bearing down on their marks on the skin. They'll soon be piercing more bodies.
bomb's not even on
tabseN,
this
and Keto.
side.
Yeah, they've managed to rescue it and escape. So many people have died for the cause, though. tabseN will land another headshot. So do they rotate or do they stand their ground? JKS won't give them the options. 13 rounds for G2. That was a must-win round for Big, and they've failed.
Clean as hell from JKS at the end, tapping off a couple of heads. Had a really solid first map. Been a bit quieter here on Inferno, but he comes through on this CT side to start things off. Yeah, NiKo also doing a really solid job at just getting 1 kill, right? He's the only player on the B site. He's able to just get 1 kill, fade away, make it a little more chaotic, make it difficult for Big to get that bomb down quickly. And now Big have another one of these full ecos. And it looks like G2 know it. They're hungry for eco frags. And who wouldn't be? They're not very filling eco frags. They're kind of like junk food. You
Empty
take what you
calories.
get. Yeah, for sure. But they taste so good. There we go. SMG's getting most of them. Nothing doing for Big with the Glocks, but at least they save for the rifles. I don't even know what you do if you're Big here, because I feel like G2 are going to make an aggressive play. Like, someone's just going to go aggressive and look for fights. But if you're Big, do you want to default? Because G2 are just winning so many of these duels. It's really hard to know what to do right now.
It is, because they can't allow G2 to,
Mate,
to
look at
dictate
this.
the pace.
G2 aggressive up mid, 4 players.
Oh, they are absolutely going to send it, and you knew they were with that kind of weaponry. But what happens now? Do Big go for a fast play? 2 players moving up banana, third carrying the bomb. m0NESY is waiting for them with big open arms, inviting them. He's got Hunter for support as well, forced off of the angle. The HooXi will try to make them a bit juicy. m0NESY creates some space for himself. He's got the flicks as well. Does he hear one coming to his right-hand side, looking for faveN to peek, starting to swing now, starting to wonder about the right, and he'll be taken down. There was a boost, but NiKo's managed to escape for now. Got to be careful with the FAMAS. 3-on-3. JKS rotating with full grenades. Hunter moving through with the MP9 now, being careful. tabseN's holding the angle, but he also has the bomb. There's a minute on the clock, though, but that utility's coming through now, forcing him into the open. NiKo dropped in the pool. JKS with yet more grenades, and now it's only JKS. He's softened them up. 1 versus 3. They still need to plant the bomb. Just jiggling now. tabseN looks away. The wrong time. JKS 2/3 of the way there. Trying to thread the needle. Big just about holding on.
Clinical kills from JKS, but Big do enough. That's a play that G2 ran against Big the last time they met them, actually. It's m0NESY just solo holding B with the AWP. They rely on that to be solid, and they run with just this 4 players crazy aggressive on A. But this time, Big clearly knew how to handle it. They get back to B. They use their utility well enough. G2 still going to be buying. It's not perfect for them. They've got a couple of premium rifles in the mix, and Keto almost got burned alive there. I think it's time to get out of there, buddy. the stark contrast in Big struggling so much for banana control, and then G2 just waltzing their way onto banana and saying, yeah, we know what we're doing. Quite a cool setup as well with HooXi and NiKo just on 2 different angles of elevation. See if a flash comes in here for Big. It has, but it doesn't seem to be all that effective. Actually, it forces NiKo back. So he's able to trade once, but now he's an important player here, and he's trapped on banana, only able to get 1. And Big will try and pounce on the B bomb site.
They might just do it, but they are crossing their T's and dotting their I's, and that buys time for m0NESY to make his way from the well to the coffins. So things get a lot more dangerous because Big are being very, very careful indeed. That's the hard balance when you've got so few rounds. The elevated bomb plant, they'll just about survive it. m0NESY's done good damage though, but down he goes. JKS and Hunter remain. Krimbo has to deliver, he will. JKS in a 1 versus 3 now with a bad angle. So this one may be over in that respect. Really hard life for Big here. Such a small margin for error. They'll keep G2 off 15 for now. They've broken their money as well, so they can get some momentum out of this T side, although we know G2 are capable of hyper-aggressive rounds. I don't expect them to give Big any respect in this one.
Yeah, you get that 1 rifle saved. Not sure if G2 will want to invest too much here, actually, with how the economy has shaped up. If you save heavily, you might be in a better position, but scratch that. It looks like they're actually just full-on force buying into this one. See here on your screen, plenty of pistols picked up. I guess when you've got this big of a lead, you feel like you can afford to get away with going for this a few times. But that peak is something you can't really get away with.
Yeah.
Citizen Holden with the AWP.
Psychological warfare, just trying to step on their opponent, trip them up, kick them in the legs, kick them in the shins. Just be a pain in the arse. Bother them, put them off their game. See what JKS can possibly do in this scenario. Trying to reposition the rifle. Big with plenty of time, moving together for trade fragging purposes. JKS alone versus the entire Big team around the A-bomb site. But Hunter's on the way with the CZ. Big being very meticulous. faveN surely hears that rotation. Oh, sharp as well.
Unfortunate timing for Hunter. Pulled an aid, went back, saw Krimbo already established in that position. And now JKS would need a monster hold. Rap is coming in from long. He's not looking that way. Now looks back as he hears the steps. 1 frag found, but they swarm the bomb site. And HooXi makes a noise, so Krimbo will look back for him. I think we might see a timeout ahead of the next gun round from G2. Looks like they are playing very loose. I feel like they could get away with just starting to rein it in a little. I don't think they've got money for this one.
I wonder if this super careful pacing from Big will continue when G2 are back on the buy. Because I feel like G2 won't be shy to try and abuse that again once they're on the full buy round. There's not much to be expected in this round, but there is a HE grenade, and that could be fun.
If you're not having fun, what are you doing? Oh, well, it was fun for Big's HE, actually. Ooh, Keto. Wow, not bad from Hunter. How does he get 2 kills there?
NiKo not concerned with the rifle, just trying to find anything he can. In case they're on the rotation. They are protecting the rifles, though. Krimbo, the rifle disposal service. So, Big will soon have half the score of G2. And again, they've got it in them. we can see in these early rounds on this T side that they've been super careful, try to really
Has been planted.
limit risk. But if you're predictable with your slow pacing, that is something that G2 may try to abuse as well.
Ooh. Bit awkward as they spot each other. I think they know NiKo has nothing. NiKo just showing off some movement.
It's impossible to pull out a butterfly knife without pressing inspect. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like one of those random YouTube challenges. Try not to spin the butterfly knife.
Yeah, it's like a prerequisite. Spin it or die. Spin to win.
Does he clear the right side? Yes. Krimbo's still coming at it. Yeah.
That's just rude, man. It is just rude. Indeed, that pause you were looking for does come out. Just to refocus G2. Having some circus rounds of late, but now it's time to get serious. Back to the business end of the shotgun.
Yeah, no need to let Big back into this one. It's been a really solid map from G2. And nice to see, honestly, because they should be a team contending for the trophy here. Especially with the landscape of Counter-Strike right now, it doesn't feel like there's a clear #1 team. And G2 have been together long enough that they should be starting to peak and starting to try and contend for that #1 spot. So this is exactly what you want to see as a G2 fan heading into Katowice. But you would want to see them close it out pretty soon here. Big starting to win a couple of rounds. Let's see if that pace is still as slow as it was for Big. Good spawn for CSGO, so he goes on to Banana, hoping for an early pick. He got a brief opportunity, but that was an incredibly tight window to try and get that shot to land. A bit of damage onto these Banana players. G2 still trying to stay sticky here with NiKo, but look at this, Big regrouping faster than usual.
Don't have those aggressive flashes for Keto to swing as we did from NiKo. And he goes back to see that there's nobody on Banana. He's just gone to the car, he just dry peeked it. So a fourth man will be rotating. Monacy will miss his first flick, but he's got JKS for support. Indeed, they move into the sandwich, but they come out on top. Man advantage for Big as HooXi makes his way over, but CSGO is ready. Monacy spotted the elbow, down goes Krimbo. Two behind the smoke, going for the 180, but so much to do. Bomb site taken by Big, and only NiKo remains now. Despite that information, seems he didn't get it quite in time on Banana.
It still felt like a good setup for G2. I don't think they'll be disappointed with the read they had. But they were fighting really aggressively into top mid, and it is an all-in setup. You either are going to shut it down and get into a massively advantageous position, or you're going to be traded, and the round might end up like this. I feel like JKS will be a little frustrated. He couldn't get a double kill from his elevated angle on Porch. They weren't really looking at him whatsoever. NiKo will just hold on to his rifle. Always got to be careful when NiKo saves. But another round for Big, and quite a nice pace change, in all honesty. As soon as they realize G2 are going to start to take it seriously, they go ahead and go for this faster round. Again, you just see CSGO having to run up long, going in first, and still successful in winning that fight. Not easy to do, but he made it look easy.
Do what needs to be done. A weak round for G2, but still a dangerous round. They've tried the reckless shenanigans in rounds such as this. They may have a little more form to them on this occasion. Saw those dry peaks from top mid early on. Perhaps we'll see something different here. NiKo trying to hold control of top Banana. Quite the problem in this area is NiKo. There'll be a boost. Did he spot Keto by the tree? Perhaps he didn't. Going all the way up and delivering the kill. No respect whatsoever. And that's Banana secured. Considering the weaponry, HooXi's picked up an AK-47 as well. This is huge. HooXi has a smoke. He can be left in situ, and they can put 4 people on the A bomb site. Hunter, oh, the crossfire. This smells disaster. No one's checking it. He's found 2, Hunter. They could lose this round. It's a 4 versus 2 for G2.
Oh, CSGO gets one, but look at JKS. Such a good position for him. They're behind each other. Oh, faveN spots him. JKS, he was in such a strong spot, but he didn't realize it. And now it is back to a 2v2, and it's m0NESY's Deeg trying to play from the mini-pit. He won't be cleared. One D glance. What can CSGO do?
He's busy throwing weapons away. Oh, what is happening? They just gave up on a round towards the end there. Wow, that is a shell shock of a round for Big, and they have to be resigned to defeat after that. I don't see any way around something like this. 2 with the CZ.
I feel like they could have brought this
Look
back.
at this grab with the AK as well. Yeah, he just gave up.
Yeah, faveN just runs out alone. You'd have thought they'd just make sure to play together in the 2v2. Try and gang up on those isolated G2 players, but not meant to be. G2 up to 15. CSGO searching for that pick on Banana, but G2 too wise to give that to him.
Oh my
That's wild.
God.
He jumps back, and that's what costs him.
He got hit by a cannon.
That was over the half wall, I guess. That's wild.
m0NESY, aka Megatron.
Oh.
Well then, it's match point for G2, and Big haven't had answers in many rounds, and I don't think they've got one in this round either. Krimbo in the 1 versus 4. He's got a bomb and an AK. What he doesn't have is much hope. This has been a lopsided affair.
I think Krimbo figures they'll probably push him, so he's hoping for that, because that's the only chance you get in a 1-on-4. But they've pushed Banana, so as he comes to A, G2 will know he's coming. And that means he has no real chance.
22 seconds on the clock.
I mean, he's not clearing this.
He's not going to make it. Well, that will be that. A strong, monstrously strong showing from G2. They send a message to everybody here in Katowice that they are not messing around. They are not to be trifled with. A painful lesson for G2 as they head to the lower bracket.
Yeah, we clearly see G2 there working on that Anubis as the first map, and we see why Inferno is so strong for them. Everything coming together on that map. Big never really had a...